the girl to turn the fence. This is how the coach is, all right? Respectfully, man. So let me ask you, you have a 9 to 5 and you don't hide that at all, and you write battle rap. Like, you're a mother, where do you got time to be this defiant? As dope as you are, how are you able to juggle all those things you got going on, love?
I lose my mind. I hang on by a thin thread.
That's got to be tough, though. You work a 9 to 5, got to go home, have other things going on, write battle raps.
I won't let you I don't do a 9 to 5. I make my own schedule. So I could work from
Excuse
home.
me, my bad, partners, my bad, love. I did not mean
Oh, no, not like that. I am a contract employee, so I do have hours I have to do, but I could do it from home, on the road, from my property, from my office, wherever.
Okay.
So I'll find time.
Do you have a social life?
Not really. No, I'm very jaded.
Are you the female that goes to R&B brunches and shit? Are you one of those ladies? Are you one of those females? Nah, that's not your pop.
Nah.
Why is that though? Dude, you dress very elegant, so that's why you beautiful woman. You dress very fly. So I'm thinking you be.
I don't know. I just don't. I'm not. I used to party a lot, so I don't really like the scene. It's not as laid back. I will go to a dinner.
Okay.
A brunch here and there if I'm out traveling on vacation, but just at home, just going out to the club, nah.
That's my vibe. I be going to R&B brunches and shit on Sundays.
Okay.
It's the good vibes in Florida out here. You know what I'm saying? Fresh off your battle with Bailey Lee, I thought it was a good battle. I had you winning the battle 3-0. Respectfully to Bailey Lee. She was good though, but it's coffee though. You know what I mean?
She's confident.
Very confident.
She has the recipe for sure.
How do you feel about the battle overall?
I'm happy with it. I wanted like a bigger room. I wanted more reaction, but she was at home and they did very much make it feel like home, but they did show me love. So I am happy to be, happy to debut in Detroit, but I would have rather battled in December in that room. It was packed in there,
That's the Mook Arsenal card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you'll get a call back though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you one of the few ladies or battle rappers, period, that has good relationships in every league?
I think so, especially leagues that I've already worked with. I pride myself on professionalism, so it's like I really try to show up and show out every time, no matter what's going on around me or whatever. So I think so. I think I have better rapport with the leagues than I do with the battlers.
How do you juggle being professional and you talk your mind and be spicy and don't give a shit? Sometimes you don't care.
That's how I do it. I just mind my business. Like I just mind my business. And when it's time for me to mind my business, I stand on it. I literally, not to be having bars and shit, but like, that's just how I feel. I was just telling Verb that like, I've never had problems when negotiating my contracts. And when I have problems with any of my arrangements, I speak right then and there. I get it resolved right then and there. And nobody's ever had a problem with that.
You've been very vocal the last couple of days on Twitter about how you feel and about how the culture's moving, reading your tweets and how it's shifting and how more fans need to come out to these events and everything like that. I mean, why you feel
It's a conglomerate of things, not just the fans coming out to events, battlers showing up to events, battlers showing up 100% when they come to the events, not just showing up to be there in presence, but showing up to compete. Also, like me and Verb were just talking about, leagues booking inter-class matches. You don't need these not kids, but you don't need these newcomers to battle top tiers to figure out if they can float or not. Let them get their class out the way. Let them rumble. Let them fight like our peers before us did, I did, and everybody else. You know what I mean?
Well, all right. It's a double-edged sword, right? Because you want the new guys to flourish and everything like that, right? So how do we as a culture balance out? You got to go through these. You got to go through the gauntlet right quick to get the.
It ain't no balance. It ain't no balance. It's battle rap. You got to get your opponent out the way. It's like if you dropped everybody in a field and said, like Hunger Games, the last man standing. That's how you need to treat. That's how I treated my female competition. You know what I mean? When I was trying to make a name for myself. And I think that essence of competition has been lost. And that's why every battle is so glamorous and it just lost the feel. Like when you got interclass matches, like you really trying to kill each other. I'm really better than you. This person probably been here a little shorter. This person probably been here a little longer. Like you really got hunger when you in your class. And I think that no shade, but the leagues have glamorized the new battlers battling the top tiers, and management has glamorized my client needs to take the cream of the crop competition. How about have your client kill everybody?
How much do you play? Respectfully, though, Coffee, how much do you play a part in this? Because Bailey Lee, Jade, some people are saying that nobody really had Jay beating you. Respectfully, Jade, I love you, my sister, but nobody had Jay beating you in that battle. Nobody's gonna have Bailey Lee beating you in the battle. You're giving ladies like that let's be
I
honest.
don't really feel like it's me giving shots. I just battle the active girls. Who's making noise? I battle Bailey Lee in her city where she's making noise.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Got you.
Me and Jade were debuting on Chrome, so of course we both should be.
Okay.
It wasn't even about like giving a shot.
Right. Okay.
Jade was here before me. You know what I mean? And so like again, just being hungry. I come to compete though. No matter who I'm in front of, no matter how big the room is or small the room is, I come to compete. A lot of people don't have that hunger. And like I was telling, I don't know if he was in a space, but I was telling her, like, if you're not hungry, you're a part of the problem. But who's going to turn down that money? You're right. So now the leagues are a part of the problem.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's a conglomerate of things. But I think that now that these things are shining through and we're all trying to figure out, like, where did the hunger go? Where did the feel go? It's just everything's going to break itself down to, like, build itself back up.
Are you undefeated this year?
Yes.
I don't got you in a battle.
Oh my God, they're gonna tear me up. They're gonna tear me up in the comments. Yes.
No. And I'm gonna say this also. Two things. I see a lot of lists going on Battle of the Year. Yeah, I want to throw Prestavia and Coffee in there, number one. And also, y'all should throw in, I don't think there's another female battle in the month of May that came close to you in Prestavia yet.
Yeah, a lot of people do have us as Battle of the Year still, though, so I'm happy about that. I'm hoping that me and A Ward can top that.
Okay, so you're battling A Ward on a Riot. You know what I mean? That's a very interesting battle because you put something on Twitter like you asked the culture. Okay, out of all these matches, QB, RX, we'll get RX in a minute, and Ward, what an official, what would be my toughest matchup? And I'm not speaking for you though, sis, but it seems like you were kind of shocked that people picked A Ward.
No, I'm not shocked.
Okay, my bad. I must have read the tweet.
No, I'm really trying to gauge like what do I need to check for? I already know what I want to check for, but I just want to gauge what the majority wants me to check for, and we all agree on the same thing. Okay. So I'm really just gauging and strategizing. That's why Official retweeted it like, don't be telling her how I'm gonna be her. She like something is fishy. Like, yeah. I'm very much gauging.
How excited are you for this battle though? You and A-Ward though. It's July though.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I haven't felt so afraid to battle since like T-Top. Like I felt like my back is against the wall. I waited to feel complete to reschedule this A-Ward battle because after watching him drop that round, I was not experienced enough to handle that one round. And I'm happy it's 3 rounds now. Right. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it worked out better this way. It worked out in my timing. And God's.
No, all pun intended. All pun intended. Though. So I haven't heard you speak like this in a minute. You just said against T-Top, right? It's been a while. And some people thought you won that battle. What is it about A-Ward that makes you feel that way though?
He's such a complete battler. He's well-rounded. You know, he doesn't have a lot of angles on him that I think people have like, I guess, exposed or expounded on. So that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's like a lot of people haven't expounded on different angles of A-Ward. So there leaves a huge lane for fresh angles or approaches for him. And then it is like, he's battled so many people, so much content to look at, and try not to repeat anybody what somebody said or replicate. And it's just like it's overwhelming. 3, I've never battled somebody with this many battles, so I don't even know how to, I guess, not proofread myself, but to like make sure I'm not saying anything that anybody said. It's just like so much to look over. I don't even know how to approach that. So I guess like that's what makes me like, okay, what do I do now? And then again, he's just a great battler. He's a high competition battle. Like I really cannot go in there and bullshit. I can't procrastinate. I can't be at 60% and 50% like I've been, and I don't plan to.
Wait, sweetheart, you just said like you've been?
Yeah.
So,
Like Bailey Lee.
so
Like Bailey
had you
Lee.
beat the swamp, had you beat the Bailey Lee,
The
what do we do? So you say those back? You
swamp
go hard?
battle was what a week or two after Prestavia.
Okay.
Couldn't really like lock in for that.
Got you.
And then Bonnie. I feel like that came what 3 weeks or something after. I don't know, but it was like right after that I had Bonnie, and then I just 2 weeks after Bonnie I had Bailey. So I was preparing for Bonnie and Bailey at the same time, and I was preparing for Swamp and Prestavia at the same time. I'm not preparing for anyone else with A Ward.
So between now and July, Coffee Bot not battling a soul.
It's just me and A Ward spending time.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just feel like this is one of those opportunities for me to have another breakout battle, or even just a high profile competition battle. He's not known for half-assing. He's not known for not showing up. You know what I mean? So.
Is that fulfilling for you? Because I heard you talking to spaces and you're telling me this now, guys not showing up. The fact that you know a guy like A-Ward is going to show up and treat Coffee with the damn respect as a battle rapper.
To be honest, with the exception of me not showing up for A-Ward, the irony, I show up to everything. I show up every time. I try to rap through everything no matter what's going on. So it is a relief, but typically when I have battles, like they show up for me. Like I had a few events canceled that was no causing my opponent last year, but they pretty much show up for me at this point in my career.
Okay. You guys are main eventing, right? This has to be the main event. It's the first battle they drop it on the card.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about main event? This ain't nothing new for you, but just say how's it feel. You know what I mean? You and War holding it down for the Riot?
I don't really like main eventing anymore.
Well, it's funny you say that. If A-Verb in his face act like main event is the greatest thing in the world.
I personally don't like it because it's so late, and a lot of times it's like a 50-50 if the crowd will still be available and there to listen, or if they're fatigued.
Okay.
And so like it's just another nerve-wracking thing for me. And me, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't eat before I battle. The day of a battle, I don't drink, I don't smoke. So if I'm main eventing, like when me and Gotti battled at 3 a.m., I hadn't ate since the day before, because my stomach already be going crazy when I battle, so I never eat. Wow. And then I don't drink, I don't smoke, I be completely sober when I battle, so I hate going last.
Listen, I know you might not how we look at this though, but a lot of us are happy that you and Geechee are cool like that. Y'all cool, you go to Riot battle now and everything like that.
I'm happy. At the end of the day, like that's who I came in with. The Riot was my home league. These are people I've known from day one. So it's like I'm happy to be able to come back and work with them together. Even working with Bags and Bodies together was super fun. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Right. So let's look at this list here, Coffee. QB, RX. And you said, let's get this over with. Is that some West Coast thing? That's some West Coast thing.
That's a grassroots battle. That's definitely a grassroots battle that I owe Cali, Southern California. Like, we have our own battle rap scene in California as well. People aren't familiar. So it's like, before I'm said and done, it's just like, let's just get this grassroots battle out the way. And I don't want to leave any stone unturned. I'm finishing the objective with A-Ward. We completed the battle with 40. It's just so many things. So it's just like not leaving no stone unturned when it's all over with.
Thoughts on the body battle? How'd you feel about your body battle, though, sis?
I love that battle. I love Philly. That was a great crowd. I love the trenches. That was a great crowd. Bonnie was a prime Bonnie. Like I really liked Bonnie. But I really like me.
I really like me. It's crazy. I add you 2-1. I add you first and third.
Okay. I do like Bonnie second. Like she was trying to vote on me. Yeah. I'm just like figuring out, like, I just want to be like known for like these unorthodox haymakers, which is what I've always kind of been known for. But I feel like I'm kind of figuring out how to perfect it and like shake the room. It's becoming fun for me. If people can't tell, which a lot of people say they can, but it's fun for me right now. So,
How important is it for you, right, to look elegant during these battles though? Like you really take fashion serious. You really take heed of how you look, how you present yourself.
no, I just start having fun. I just be like cosplaying. To me, it feels like cosplay because it's like I'll think of the theme of the card and I'll just like dress myself based around that. Like, like for Bailey Lee, like the ruffled top reminded me of a rose, and then the gloves.
She
And
had a rebuttal against you about that though. She had a about your outfit though.
only because we were standing there in front of each other for like probably 15 minutes before they started the battle. So it's like, okay, whatever.
Oh man, QB though. Talk to me about you a QB though. I like that you a QB though.
I've been trying to battle QB for a long time.
Would you go her car? Would you go her league?
I would go to her league.
Ooh.
You know me, 3. That's not a real question. You know me. I would go
QB, what we doing though? QB coffee on Black Diamond League? Yeah, I like that.
I'm trying to go, and I want to see Official. Like I just want to finish the trilogy. That'll be my last Bardashian. So,
what is that left for you to do? Like, I don't even like. What is it? All these battles: A-War, RX, QB. After that, what's that? What's left?
I wish we could have got Couture on Chrome, but she's done.
Is that the one that bothers you? Like, it bothers me. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to see that battle.
I wanted it so bad, but it actually came to me just so randomly. It's not like I was like gunning for that battle. I didn't expect her to come back. So when it was offered to me, it was like, oh, this is awesome. But remember, I was supposed to battle 40 the day before and Couture the day after. Yeah. Remember?
That's a fact. Yeah, we was looking at you like, Coffee, what the fuck is you doing?
I was ready for anything.
You was wilding. You was down for that though. That was you Couture though, man. God damn.
Right. So that was that.
So you and A-War July. Do you think you and Official is gonna happen this year though?
I really hope so. Like me and Official are both trying to make it happen. We're just seeing who's gonna lock it in. Like we've gotten offers from 3 different leagues. So we'll see like which league locks it in. So I do think it'll happen this year. I do.
Should Coffee be on Gnome?
I want to, but it's like May 28th. Gnome is June 22nd. And we're not locked in. So it's like, and that's a big stage. And then I would have A-War 2 weeks after.
So let me ask you, if somebody calls you for offer a battle before A-War, do you take it or is it harder like this?
If somebody does what? Tell me again.
Someone gives you a call for a good battle, you Official, before July. Do you take that?
It depends on the money. It's so stressful. It's stressful doing these battles and preparing for them. So if it's worth the money, then I'll do it. And if it's not, I clearly have a job.
Good.
So next time.
Last question. WOTY 24. Everyone's talking about who's going to be WOTY for 2024. I had Jazz come on my show, give me her reasons why she feels she should be WOTY for 2024.
I already did my WOTY talk on here 3.
Okay.
But
do you know
just when it's gonna be?
What month? When they're gonna announce it?
I don't know. I didn't think it would be June though.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be June, but that's so late in the year. But yeah. What did I have? 25 rounds last year, 8 3-round battles. A Gnome and a Summer Madness debut. I battled 4 Mount Rushmore battlers, which is Jazz, Arsenal, Hard, Shotgun Suge. I got a judged win against Shotgun Suge, 30 against Arsenal, debatable win against Jazz, debatable win against E-Hard, and a body of the year against Jade, body Dev the Demon in his own home. Went and saw Rock Lee in a 1-rounder in her home. So I was just doing a lot of moving and shaking. Nobody has that amount of rounds. Nobody has that amount of content. There is no one that can match me material. It's just no way. How can you match 25 rounds against 3 or 6 or 9? I have 3 times the content, the volume, 4 times the intensity of competition. I say
Mm.
four because that's 4 of these people are on someone's Mount Rushmore. One of the 4. Jazz, Ars, Suge, or Heart. Period. Period.
I would say Jazz, Arsenal, and Heart.
Yeah, some people might have Suge. As
I love
Mount
Suge.
Rushmore, he's still one of those
Mm.
founders of a style, founders of a whole wave in battle rap. There, nobody was doing physical pocket taps. That Suge wave. So if somebody, I wouldn't debate somebody if they had him on there as one of the founders. You get what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
and it was a judged win against him.
Okay.
So regardless of how anybody feels about how ugly the win was, a win is a win. You know what I mean? Just like a loss is gonna be a loss, and
Right.
I just don't even think that it's even close. As humbly said as I can, I worked my ass off. I literally executed everything I needed to execute. Oh, and you know who I forgot on there? John John. So can we say 5 potential Mount Rushmore competitors on there?
I love John John and Shook, sis, but I can't put them on my Rushmore. I
No,
can't put
okay,
them.
well, we'll
I love,
say
I love this guy.
level talent. Maybe
Okay,
not
level
talent.
time,
We'll
level
say
time, level
level
time, level
talent
time,
because
level
he's
time.
like what the PG
Sorry,
killer
Shook, sorry,
here
sorry,
with
sorry.
DNA. You know what I mean? So I didn't go out there and die in a room full of the kings. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And again, all of these battles, getting all 25 rounds out means that I was battling twice in some months and once every month. At least once every month, some months twice or 3. You get what I'm saying?
All we know is that one of you ladies are going to be a 2 times WOTY. Somebody's going to be a 2-time WOTY, whether it's you, Jazz, or Hustle. It's just, I love Vix too. I love what Vixen is doing though.
And if it comes down to like Impact, again, debuted on them. A month later, debuted on Summer Madness. Like, come on, man. Who did that before? I'm sure people did it before, but like, let's add me to the list. Don't forget just because it wasn't a crowd. That have nothing to do with me. I have no control over that. You know what I mean?
Do you think the panel takes heed to stuff you're saying about yourself though when they talk about Coffee Brown? When they
No,
I was like,
I think that the panel is just like what's going on in battle rap. A lot of things are glamorized.
okay,
You know what I mean? Like, even just watching Cody, like Impact came down to who went viral on social media. And I just don't think that that's fair to like the people that don't have the bigger fan bases to go viral. Viral is a matter of your following, reposting what you have to get it out to the masses. If someone has 100K and someone has 10K, 5K, it's just not
right.
going to happen. You know, it's not going to push into the algorithm. It's not the way the algorithm is set up. So when you're judging off impact, it really should be like, how did you break through
Okay.
in the year? What did you accomplish in the year? What are your accolades in the year? These are my accolades that no one else is making in the year. No one else was accomplishing any other accolades the way that I did. You know what I mean? As far as me being on year 7 and then being on year 13, 14, 15.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And still against females. I'm still taking female battles. I'm still taking male battles. And guess what? All of these rounds were by me by myself. No 2-on-2s. Dang near no 1 rounds.
Mm.
I still had like 3 battles canceled. I was supposed to battle like Rubando, Bailey Lee, and I think one more, canceled. So I was prepared really for like over 35 rounds.
Do you think the panel looks at the Cody list and where the ladies are ranked? I'm not saying that there's been ladies who've been ranked higher and then went WOTY.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think they do
Okay.
that. 'Cause if that was the case, Jazz would have won last year.
Right. Yeah, Jazz won a couple years, right? You're right.
I do think that they're analytical when they want to be,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that the point is to be analytical all the time. It's about competition. It's not about, you know what I mean, the glamour of things or whatever. Who's out there competing at the highest caliber, producing at the highest rate, and really like pushing the limits. You know what I mean? And succeeding. You still have to execute. If I'm out there getting slaughtered, that's another thing. But
You ain't getting started, though, love.
I had every reason to get though. All the back to back to back. You didn't see a card last year. You're not seeing a card this year, damn near without me on it.
Mm.
And damn near this year, every battle that mattered that has been up to par on the cards that I'm on, I've been in it. This year, that's year, but we're still talking about last year. So again, E Heart, Arsenal, John, Jazz, Rock Lee, Dev the Demon, Shotgun Suge, like, and I'm still missing another one. Like, you know what I mean? It
Wow.
speaks volumes. 3 times the content, 3 times the wins. Who else got 2 bodies? They were 3-0 champion with Jade. Every year I give y'all a body. Every year I give y'all a 3-0 every year since I've been back.
Last question is this: how do you feel about Prestavia and Hustle? You like that battle?
I think that's a dope battle. I know Prestavia was gunning for that, and I'm super excited to see it. Like, honestly,
shit, for Prestavia to get Coffee and Hustle back to back, shit.
That's not back to back though. When did we battle?
Well, February, right? My trip is in February.
And they're battling in July.
All right. Who did Prestavia battle after you know? Did she battle?
Nobody. That's what I'm saying. They don't back to back. We're not
okay,
going
to. No, I guess what I'm saying is you're getting Coffee, then you get a Hustle right afterwards. That's the point I'm trying to make, though. That's
okay. But
that's
I mean,
fire.
Prestavia should get those.
No, that's fire.
A lot of girls are, but that's what we meant by a lot of girls are getting those looks. But to be fair, just to not be biased, Prestavia got people in her class she can rumble with. Whether she win or not, it's beyond what the facts of the matter is. But like, you got people you could rumble with.
Who do you like?
As new girls?
No, I'm talking about Hustle and Prestavia.
Oh, like who do I have winning?
Huh?
Oh, that's gonna be up there with one of those Battle of the Year contenders.
So hold on. So we got Prestavia and Coffee Brown right now in terms of battle rap period and females. Yeah. That's the best female match this year.
Because when you look at it statistically, both of these ladies always bring 100%. Both of these ladies punch like crazy. Like if nothing else, you're gonna get rap beam. So what else do you get when you statistically put that battle together?
Yeah.
Now Prestavia is choke prone. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But since there's so much time from February to July, she should be fine. This is where we'll figure out if she's one of them or not. It's no reason Prestavia should go up there and shit the bed. No reason, no excuse. She needs to go up there and be 100% just like she just was. It's too much time in between when girls in her class are getting reps in and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You got Rack battling all the time. Rather win or lose, trial or error, she's out there getting them reps in, getting them war wounds and those growing pains. You know what I mean? So like, shit, Jazz out here getting the reps in. You know what I mean? So it's like nobody's exempt from that. So you take the time off, then fine. But when you come out, you don't get the leniency of having ring rust or shit in the bed. You can't do that. Not right now.
Well, let me talk about a name you just said, right? And that's my girl. I love this sister a lot. Chirac. A lot of people feel she getting a lot of these matches way early. Would you battle her early?
She's been around. Yeah. I would battle her. She wants to battle me. She likes the competition, and I love that.
Okay.
For her, it's not about, oh my God, I got to take the safe route. I need to make sure I win every battle. It's about the competition.
What about wins and losses, though? What about the wins and losses aspect of it, though? That still plays a part, though, Coffee.
It's her prerogative. Everybody's path and everybody's goal is different. Some people's goal is to be undefeated. Some people's goal is to compete. Some people's goal is, you got girls that's going to fight knowing they're going to lose and then go fight again and learn something. You know what I mean? So It's her prerogative, man.
Okay. So at some point we'll see Coffee and
Charlotte. And what I say is like when she do lose, it's because she literally is like choking or whatever the case. It's not like she's performing and getting walked.
No, she didn't get walked because she beat Jazz that first round, but Jazz got round 2 or round 3. You know what I mean? So
and the crowd got the best of her. That's growing pains. And it sucks that, again, because the girls are not battling in their class, the growing pains are happening on the big stage and on these big platforms. So these are the lasting memories for them, when in reality, it's the growing pains that we all went through. But because they're getting these top tier looks like the Charlie Clipses, the Jazz, when they're going through growing pains on these platforms, it looks way worse than when you're going through the growing pains on a developing platform, on a home against an inter-class match. That's where you're learning that. Those are the sparring sessions, quote unquote. No pun intended for Queen of the Ring, but you know.
Coffee, I love you like cook food, sister. I appreciate you as always. But listen, The other matches you can't talk about though. But are we gonna get good matches on the Riot card? Is it good? Is this a dope Riot card though?
I don't even know the other matches.
It don't matter. We watching you in A-Ward though. We gonna watch you A-Ward though. You know what I mean? Just keep it
I'm locked in. Make sure you guys donate to WOTY. You know, it's still available. As you said, I think we had on in June. Just get familiar. Go to my page, ITSYU Love Coffee, and just get familiar with the battles. Go see what I've done. Go see how I dress the part. I act the part. I believe the part. You feel like it's a whole different vibe with me. It's a whole different feel with me. Like, I deserve it.
And respectfully, and you smell nice too. Respectfully.
Thank you.
I took a picture of a lady. I took a picture of this lady. Her whole, you know, some women wear loud perfume, and your shit was just right. It wasn't loud. It was right. Like the scent of that shit was just, you know what I mean? Some of y'all sisters got to slow down on the, it means a little bit too much.
So funny. And I make my fragrance as well. Everybody knows Brown Butter by Coffee. That's my fragrance. That's what I wear.
You know fragrance?
I do. That's what I wear.
I did not fucking know that. You learn something every day. Look at this shit.
Yeah.
I
appreciate you for having me, 3. I appreciate you for always buying the pay-per-views, recapping the battles, no matter what the traction is, no matter, you know, whatever your decision is. I just appreciate you even supporting it and getting the exposure out there if nobody else tells you.
I appreciate you, mama, for real. Always, man. I love this girl. Shout out Coffee, bro. Shout out Coffee, man.